was angry. And I feel helpless. Like I couldn't protect her.
You're going to jail!
Cell phone video captured by strangers 1 week ago shows the moments Dee Bethune says her daughter was kidnapped by her ex-boyfriend and put into her own car in East Cleveland.
As a community, we cannot just let this happen.
It's a video she and her daughter wanted to share with News 5 to show the reality of what domestic violence looks like.
That house on the end that's all tore up, that yellow house, it used to be a beautiful house a long time ago. But look at it now.
Yeah.
All these houses.
It's sad.
Activists gathered here outside the East Cleveland City Hall today demanding answers, accountability, and action after the deadly shooting of a 19-year-old following a police chase here this week. The sounds of gunshots captured on the body camera of an East Cleveland police officer. But video clips released by East Cleveland Police this week show the officer who fired those deadly shots activated his camera while chasing 19-year-old Vincent Belmonte, then turned it off after only 2 seconds. The driver bailed out with a gun and ran. Another officer's camera captured what McDonald says happened next.
They bailed. We chased them.
He's holding on the gun.
You had no choice. You had no choice, sir. It's all right.
Hey, Keith, you're good, man.
You see why my son ran. His greatest fear came true.
They say the customer first tried passing off a fake ID. When an employee confronted him, the customer left, only to come back a few minutes later. In store surveillance video, you see him appear to argue with a worker, then walk out the door, turn around, and fire 3 shots before running to a waiting car. The driver takes off.
And yes, that is a U-Haul truck you see there being pursued by East Cleveland Police. Our overnight news tracker says the chase lasted about 25 minutes, stretching into Cleveland, even taking a few laps around Public Square.
This crime tape is all that's physically left after an 8-year-old girl was shot in the head.
You don't care who in the car, you just shoot. That's unacceptable. Father, we thank you that no weapon formed against us shall prosper, and every tongue that rises against us in judgment, thou shalt condemn.
Okay, what is up, my good people, my family here on YouTube, man? First off, let me tell y'all where I'm at first. I am in East Cleveland for the first time ever. About to do a vlog out here. I'm really excited to do this vlog because I really want to tell the story out here in East Cleveland, in Cleveland as a whole. It's a lot going on out here in East Cleveland, but here in East Cleveland, it's a lot going on, from the poverty, from the political issues, from the poor school systems. Even the roads are bad. I know y'all seen potholes, but these potholes, the road is literally caving in. So I'm really excited to give y'all a raw interview out here in East Cleveland, Ohio, because stories like this, man, what's really going on, how it is growing up out here, it really needs to be told. And your girl is gonna tell the story, man. So first, another thing is, thank y'all for supporting me on my journey, man. I really do appreciate it. We're on the road to 100K subscribers. And I genuinely want to say thank you to every single person who has watched my video, liked, commented, even if it was negative, or even shared things that I have posted. Thank you so much for y'all support. We're going to keep pushing as long as God allows me. And we're going to keep making history and showing the inside of these neighborhoods. But make sure y'all subscribe. Make sure you turn on your post notifications. And make sure you like. Join the family. Let's continue to grow. And let's get right into this amazing vlog of East Cleveland, Ohio. Let's do it.
All right. Tell the people where we at right now. Who we got
Right now, we in EC. It's Jay Lonnie, straight from EC.
What's EC for the ones who don't know?
EC is acronym for East Cleveland. It's East Cleveland, Ohio. It's a suburb of Cleveland, Ohio.
So East Cleveland is actually a suburb?
Yeah, it's a suburb.
That's crazy.
When people say it's a separate city, it's a suburb. It's a suburb of Cuyahoga County, which is Cleveland. So, you know.
So tell us a little bit about where we at right now.
Right now, We off of Euclid Ave. We right here by them infamous bandos. Y'all might have seen these on many YouTube videos repeatedly. You know, all the OGs, they tell me all the time, these used to be like New Jack City back in the day. Now look at them, abandoned.
You trying to show the inside right there?
Yeah, we could go in there.
So these was the projects back in the day.
This was where a lot of drugs was getting sold. It's like, you know how them apartments on New Jack City was?
Yeah.
This was our New Jack City down in EC.
And when they get closed down, when did it stop?
I don't even know, to be real with you. I just know this the aftermath of the 80s, the 90s, crack cocaine, poverty, black on black violence, and overall abandonment where authority and help was needed.
It's crazy. So this being a suburb, right?
Yeah.
So how was, do you know the history before, like was it an actual suburb before it turned to the trenches?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this was always a suburb. Like, this actually used to be a prominent community. You know, you heard of John D. Rockefeller? Millionaires Row?
No.
You go down Euclid Avenue, we got Millionaires Row. This used to be one of the most prominent suburbs, small townships, whatever you want to call it, in Ohio. John D. Rockefeller and the Rockefeller brothers, they owned a lot of property here. They built Forest Hills Park right up the hill up there.
So who are they? Like, they're in the industry or something?
They was like historians who got wealthy. I ain't did my research on them too deep. I just know the name. Like, if you go out to New York City, they got Rockefeller Plaza. Like, them was prominent dudes back in the day.
Rockefeller, like, that's Jay-Z, like, connected it.
Yeah. Rockefellers, they started in EC.
That's what's up.
EC started off as a wealthy suburb. Then around the 70s and 80s, the drugs came in. You know how it was in the early 90s when the crack epidemic took place and the violence took off, and just the aftermath of that.
So that's where all this came from, basically.
Yeah, that's where all
Which
this
is
came
mostly, if people don't know that haven't been here, it's mostly like the whole city, even the roads and stuff like that.
Yeah. Cleveland, you know, Cleveland got so much potential and beauty that's being overlooked because they like to count us out. You know, we got a reputation for being a gangster city, a thug city, but it's way more to Cleveland than that. You know, it's just like any other city in America. You got the good, you got the bad, you got the ugly, you got the beautiful.
That's true.
But, you know, don't count us out just because we done fell off to this. The whole city not depleted. There's a lot of parts that's making comebacks, but this just happened to be one of the parts where you could document how America did the ghettos, you know.
Yeah, and it's a great lesson for the kids in the ghettos too, because it's always beauty. Even though we see this property, this land, it looks like this. If you're in real estate, you invest in, this is a great start to invest in this property. Yeah. Because you never know what this neighborhood, or you never know what's going to happen. Because they have a plan, you know, of what this is going to become. Yeah, they're just letting it sit, go down in value, to pick it back up. So yeah, I want to go show the inside of them just to get the history a little bit.
So yeah.
Tell it. Let's get over there first. Hold on. Let me find a way. Hold on, y'all. We trying to make our way over here. As y'all can see, is a lot of debris. What? Yeah, let me show the inside of here. Yeah, I'm sure people definitely be living in here. It's a phone.
A lot of these joints all throughout EC, all throughout Cleveland.
Yeah.
It's a lot of dilapidated, abandoned properties. They just sitting around. It's a lot of open fields where they tore down properties. They just sitting around.
So it was fields right here too?
Yeah, this was occupied by properties. All of this block was apartment buildings, just like these, brick apartment buildings. But like I said, this was like New Jack City back in the day. It wasn't no cookies and cream back in. It was crack, straps, and active movements that, you know, led to this. Now it's no movement at all. You know, what you pouring into in your environment, that's what's gonna evolve.
So a lot of people that don't know you, I already let them know I met you due to Charlie Bow 313.
Growing up down here, I experienced early exposure to violence. And imagine the impact of that. Before I knew how to count to 20, I'm overlooking the worth of one bullet. And that's where your survival senses got to come in psychologically, because the human mind is a highly absorbent object. Everything captured by your eyes is absorbable to your brain. The more you absorb what you see, the deeper it incarnates in your nature. Yeah.
And you had a great story. You know, a lot of people in the hood, they don't really, you know, even though you grew up in the hood,
yeah,
you got a great mindset. And that's why I saw
sure.
in that video. And I want people to, I'm sure they already seeing it because you're already expressing it, but could you give a little bit of your story and how you grew up? I know the last time you did speak on, like, you seeing a body when you was 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, can you speak on, like, your life story of growing up out here?
Yeah, you know, my life story growing up out here is, it's like anybody in the ghetto for real. You come up where you come up. What you see is what's outside. What's going on, that's what's going on. You either choose to become a part of it, you either be forced into it, or you could go your own course, do your own thing, and elevate, be a visionary. That's what they say in the Bible. People perish where their vision is lacking. So in these communities, we need more visionaries, and there's plenty of visionaries out there. There's plenty of youth who got the vision to make a change for tomorrow. You just need to believe in yourself. You know, I want to encourage the youth right now to stay on a course that's positive, stay on a path that's producing of life, and leave something behind for tomorrow to look at and cherish the days that you spend here on this earth, because that's what we living for. We live in the experience and hand down our experience to those who don't got the experience yet. It would be selfish of me to experience seeing somebody get their life took and then encourage somebody else to be the same result, a dead body, because I encourage them to get involved in activities that led to execution. I'd rather encourage you to do something that's outside the norm in these environments. It's a lot of negativity that get promoted because that's what we used to. We down here, it's the bottom. It's hard to look outside and smile when you surrounded by this. You surrounded by crime, you surrounded by hard times, you surrounded by hardships. You know, you'll find out later on your homies wasn't your homies. The girl you love, she might have never loved you. Your family ain't what you think family was supposed to be. But I always tell people, in all that you do, make sure God is the core of it. Because with God at the core, at the center of what you're doing, it can't fall apart. Even if it seems like it's falling apart, it's gonna regenerate into something much more than what you was worried about losing in the first place. And you know,
it's a good message.
For sure.
All right, so tell us about this. Actually, this building looks like it's very beautiful.
Yeah, it actually was a nice apartment building back in the day when it was up, active, had residents. My cousins actually stayed in these.
These are beautiful.
But I did a video, a vlog on this a few years ago. Y'all can check it out. It's on my YouTube channel. They basically had some issues with the building that made them shut it down, move all the residents out. And, you know, ever since then, it's just been abandoned. But people, you know, we got different artistic minds. They done turned this to a canvas. It's a lot of beautiful graffiti, a lot of beautiful messages being expressed. But, you know.
So where were these before it got like this? Was they the projects?
Just a regular apartment complex.
So, and what got it to this point?
The building issues, it was like some, I don't want to say the wrong information, the right information.
Yeah.
It's on my vlog video. I covered it years ago, like I said. But, you know, it was some issues, some safety hazards in the building, like residents couldn't live here or breathe in the air in this building. You know, some of that nature. Or the water wasn't safe. It was some to an extent where it just was a hazard for residents to be living in it. And, you know, they abandoned it. This used to be a whole hospital right here, Huron Hospital. I also covered that in the video, how we had a trauma center right here in the hood.
Oh,
right here in the hood.
So what happened to it?
They closed it down, like Cleveland Clinic bought everything up.
So Cleveland Clinic on all this, like all this land right here.
Cleveland Clinic on a lot. Cleveland shit, yeah, for sure. Like it's a Cleveland Clinic facility right there on the block on Euclid Ave.
So do you know the direction, what they trying to do to the neighborhood? Or they trying to regentrify it?
Honestly, I did that vlog about 7 years ago, I want to say. And it's still right here. I was hearing they was making attempts to tear it down, but, you know, things, I guess, you know, the mayor's office, things got sidetracked or whatever. It's still right here.
Yeah, I did a little research last night about the political side here in East Cleveland. And I read about, it's a lot going on, even in the political side. It's a lot. Do you know any information about what's going on currently with the political side of all this?
Not currently, but, you know, truth be told, EC do got a history of corrupt politicians.
Yeah.
Real talk. Like, it was a moment where cops was pulling people over and robbing them. Like, you getting pulled over by a cop and he pulling out his strap like, get up out your shit.
I read about that too.
Yeah.
That's why I was trying to pull up.
Yeah, EC like that. It's rough down here. It's vicious. But don't let the exterior or the stories you hear discourage you from the fact that we got some beautiful people here. You know, we got neighbors who love their neighbors like they love themselves. We got families working hard, bringing their children up in the right way. We got villages that actually operate like a God village. You know, people treat each other right, show respect, love each other. We just in poverty, man. We restricted. We don't got much to work with. And when you take away the resources that are necessary, you leave us stranded. What do you expect to come of this environment? Either we gonna build it up, which is difficult when we already at the bottom, ain't got much to work with, or we just gonna become a part of what makes it chaotic. And, you know, I'm gonna always encourage the youth, stay away from that, stay out the streets. It ain't worth it, bro. What's worth it is looking forward to a brighter tomorrow, taking care of your family, making your peoples proud, and leaving behind an impact, a positive impact that people who look after you could look forward to, and, you know, so on. Because that's what life is about in a lot of senses. It's about the impact, how people remember you. What did you do when you was here? How did you make people feel? What did you say to people? What type of knowledge and wisdom did you pass on? You know, and don't let the environment trap you into thinking you gotta be this or that to fit in. You could be a genius and set a new trend. You could be this, you could be that. You don't gotta be somebody that's outside toting a strap, gang banging, selling dope, hitting licks. You don't gotta be a criminal. It's cool to be a civilian. Stay out the way, do what you do, and be normal and elevate. You can elevate in any form as long as you pouring your energy into something that's producing of life, you know? Something positive.
Mm-hmm. Sound like somebody in there. I keep hearing popping.
Oh, no, it's the wind blowing some doors, some shit.
As y'all can see, this is the building. A lot of graffiti, you know.
Hell yeah.
Great building. I like how it was built. Sure, it got a lot of issues, but yeah. All right, where we at right now?
Right now, we at the original B&M barbecues, or one of the originals. It's either this one or the one on 105. That was the original, but it's the original B&M and EC. Anybody in Cleveland will tell you this was the best one. If they don't say it's the best one, it was the best one. It was for sure. It's like up there. This was top tier B&M's. And I remember as a kid, I used to come here all the time. I used to get the wing dinner, sauce on everything. Nothing like it, man, back then.
So back then it was thriving.
Yeah, it was thriving for sure.
And now it's like the opposite now.
Yeah, it's the opposite. Ever since it burned down, it's just been sitting here. You know, this fed our community. A lot of people on this street, or people who used to come here, they'd tell you they can still taste the food that they made in here. It's a Cleveland staple right here. We still got B&M's all throughout the city, but I ain't gonna lie. Since this one burnt down, it just ain't been the same, at least for me. You know, shout out to the B&M staff, the B&M higher-ups who still got it going on throughout the city. But you know, this right here was a part of Cleveland history for sure.
What high school you went to?
I went to Lutheran East.
So what is Shaw? Is that like the staple?
Yeah, that's for sure East Cleveland staple. That's for sure East Cleveland staple. Shaw. Now, everybody knows Shaw. Everybody in Cleveland, everybody outside of Cleveland, they know Shaw. Shaw get down on the sports side. It's a big school. A lot of smart kids that came out of Shaw, still is going to Shaw. Shaw is a great school. If you can, go up there and speak to them. They'll love to hear what you got to say.
I would. I looked into it.
For sure.
I also saw the issues, you know, of course, similar than all schools, inner school centers, like, you know, where a lot of black kids, poverty.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So, but you know, they could definitely use your positive words and your message. So, I strongly encourage you to go up there and talk to them.
I would definitely do that.
Definitely dope.
Hey, so how, like, what do you think is going to be like the direction of the city?
Man, the mayors and the politicians don't really sit down and come together and put everything together in motion to build it up the right way, the proper way.
Yeah.
Instead of doing, you know, what typical politicians get ridiculed for doing, saying one thing in the public and doing another thing behind the scenes, you know, talking more than their actions and speaking. The city don't get better until the leaders who got the power to change the momentum of the city get better. So it start with y'all. We voices out here. I'm just one of the many voices that Cleveland got that's speaking and that need to be heard.
Yeah.
It's more voices out here that got more to say, but the mayor got the option to take what that voice is calling for and you know, make it come about for the betterment of the city. And if they not doing that, then 10 years from now, we gonna have the same issues that we've been having. Cleveland gonna be one of the most dangerous cities in America. Poverty ain't gonna get any better. We gonna have the same narratives, same scenarios. Every year it's just gonna be a repeated cycle. The potential of this city cannot reach its peak until the people in power see it and give us back something promising that betters our tomorrow. Not just in EC, not just in Glenville and Collinwood, but the whole city, every part of the city.
Appreciate it. Now we just entered the store, corner store, in a sense.
Hey, where Mario at?
Mario, man,
It's been a minute for real?
Yeah. Well, he does come here twice.
So let me know how do y'all feel about the battles and the wars or the issues that's going on currently right now in East Cleveland, Ohio, from the roads, from the poverty, the abandoned buildings, the struggles of the schools, you know, just the things that we're currently seeing. Like, what is something that the people here in East Cleveland can do to start pushing their city in a different direction?
We spoke to the mayor. We campaigned for her a little bit over here.
Yeah.
About the streets, more lights,
yeah,
all that, especially the potholes and all that. She
So
said she's working on it.
Yeah.
Which is good. We go to her meetings sometimes in East Cleveland library.
Yeah.
How do you say it? Meetings are very important too. Like everybody shows up, they work hard.
Yeah.
Sometimes I only see like 3 or 4 or 6 people. That's not good.
So you say you spoke to the mayor, you go to her meetings and you only see like 6 people.
6, 10 months, yeah. Sometimes you have meetings, only 10 people show up.
Right.
The more people show up, the more you know they think you're serious. And the more they work hard like that. Let's help the people. They want some help.
Yeah.
But nobody showed up. That's not good. Neighborhood should do like, you know, go to these meetings because they're important.
Yeah. So
because the mayor is willing to work.
Yeah.
She's willing to help.
Right.
That's good.
So outside of the meetings, what do you think East Cleveland could do collectively to improve?
We have a good Salvation Army. They help people a lot.
Yeah.
That's the best I've ever seen. We just need like maybe street, lights, what do people need? Jobs, I know, is very hard to get now.
Yeah, for sure. Do you think like we could get more youth programs involved? Like I know we got the free boxing gym up on Euclid.
Okay. Especially like rehabs, man. Like there's a lot of rehab.
Yeah.
I want to say it in front of the cameras, but there's a lot of drug addicts.
Oh yeah. That's real.
And they're good people, man. All they need is a little push to help them.
Yeah.
They won't stop doing that.
Yeah, for sure.
Rehab is very important.
Yeah, absolutely.
They have to go to the west side, all the way up, or we're like 30 minutes away from it.
Yeah, we need it here.
Over here.
Exactly.
So what you doing this year? Nothing with the...
This is a hood vlog. This is Nayshawn Clay. She from Indianapolis. She came all the way to Cleveland. Do a tour through neighborhoods. Yeah, we got some real dope people in EC. Like I said, I ain't the only voice around here. Everybody got a story to tell. Everybody got an opinion to voice. And we all want to say thank you for providing your platform.
Sorry.
No problem.
No, you're okay. I'm gonna actually repeat what the man said. He said he talked to the mayor, he go to meetings, but he said there's only 6 people that show up, and she has a lot of meetings. What do you think about that? Just only 6 people showing up.
Yeah, only 6 people. Only 6 people showing up. I'm gonna say you gotta start somewhere. It's a small quantity, but it's better than no people showing up.
That's true.
Must have the faith of a mustard seed, so them 6 people can turn into 6,000. Just gotta keep going.
Currently in Bone Thugs and Harmony's neighborhood that they grew up in Cleveland, right? You said the blue is, you in Cleveland, and the green?
Yeah, you know you in Cleveland when the street signs is blue, and most of the time it's numbers. I always tell my homies, like, moving through Cleveland is easy. It's like doing addition and subtraction. One direction you adding the numbers, the other direction you subtracting the numbers.
That's crazy. I'm gonna give y'all a look of, trying to give y'all a look of the sign. Y'all can see St. Clair. Yeah. Same story over here, huh?
Same story over here. So I actually got a funny story about 99. One time my homie who stayed over here at the time, he was dealing with a little shorty. He wanted me to stay and watch his crib to make sure nobody broke in. So boom, I got a new strap, right? I call myself testing out the extendo on it, because the last strap I had, you put an extendo on it, the clip, it'll jam up on it. I go outside, I let off 4 shots. Boom, 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 boom. As soon as I get back in the crib and sit on the couch, somebody came off, let off 10 shots. Pop, 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 pop. I'm like, damn, I don't want to holler. What they saying in their rap songs about 99th is really like that over here. I got to salute. Shout out to 99th, everybody from 99th and St. Clair. Much love from EC, you already know. So, Cleveland. It's good, man. We got so much potential in this city. There's so much beauty waiting to bloom in this city. We just got to put our pride to the side. Stop hating on each other so much. Real life Cleveland. So much more love than, hate. Because we got this reputation where people always saying people in the city hate on each other. Imagine how much more powerful the city would be if we all put all that to the side and just showed each other love. Like we really raw. When people say Cleveland ain't in Ohio, out-of-towners come here and they verify that. They be like, I see why y'all say that. We our own thing. We got our own unique culture. But how can we shed that light on our culture when we here being crabs in a bucket with one another? We gotta uplift each other, support each other, show love, and teach the youth the right direction to go. Hating on each other ain't gonna never teach the youth nothing but destructive things, and you know the hate cycle gonna continue. But I believe in Cleveland. You know, we got a lot of strong, rich history here, and we got a lot of more history to make. So salute to my city, 216, 440, east side, west side, all around, up the way, down the way, EC. We gonna be winning, believe that.